This is Special Mining Lease, or SML 173. Located in northwest St. Ann, it includes many rural communities like Industry Pen, Barnstaple, Bryan Castle, and Richmond Pen. The people of this region and many other stakeholders are adamant that this is part of cockpit country, and was therefore within the cockpit country stakeholders group boundary proposed in 2006. Nonetheless, when the cockpit country protected area boundary was declared by the government of Jamaica in March 2022, this important area was left out, paving the way for mining to take place in SML 173. An environmental permit for SML 173 was issued by NEPA in early 2022 following the approval of the Environmental Impact Assessment. This permit allows the bauxite mining company NORANDA Bauxite Partners II to mining this area under specific conditions. The first area released for mining is 1,333 hectares and will be mined over a period of years.
A mining permit should only be granted after cost-benefit analysis are conducted, but in Jamaica, the monumental costs associated with mining are ignored. A permit was granted to NORANDA even though that company has not paid $1 for bauxite since at least 2017.
My name is Stanley Edwards, and you're there in Bryan Castle, Madras. I'm there for 14 years farming. Right now is soft yam, yellow yam, potato and them things for my next piece of land. I want to see me plant potato and gungo peas. When we raise the food, we can send it out and help the family and them things there. For me, I have 3 daughters. I go to school and my grandpicking them. So until me reap now, I have to get them packaged to school and them have to eat food and them things there, you understand?
My name is Cyril Anderson. I'm born and grew on this land and have been farming here since 1987. We are in an area and community where employment is only from the soil.
All the farmers here depend on these little lands that line around that have been given to our foreparents from earlier days during Michael Manley for land lease project. We realize that the NORANDA Bauxite Company plan now to take it over and mine it.
Mining is expected to begin in the rural farming community of Industry Pen, St. Ann, but it's not the only community that will be affected.
When them come mine it out, we don't have nothing to eat. The picking them not nothing to eat. You see, it's a starvation.
I feel sad about it and I vex. When them dug this place up, that is the question we ask, what we're going to do. It's not me one, it's a lot of us.
What we are going to do? There is no more land for us to farm, so how are we going to live around here?
I have a health problem. I was diagnosed with asthma, so I am deeply concerned about further mining.
I know it will be very serious with us as farmers. When all these land have been taken away, what will the housewives do? What will the children do? These are the lands that send them to school.
So at a place where them call Caledonia, we want to pass out, so them frighten the people and give them some little money and dig out the whole of the place, so some precipice then left like. But them the whole can't fall back, you know. You know, nothing to fall back them place. Just this is try the property.
That's the only thing what they want to know. Dig the place and make it sound like a tree without roots.
People are concerned about what they will lose and how they will survive when their ability to farm and earn is taken from them.
Farming to us is our only way of life.
So I look at them and I have to dash them through my bush. I don't know long. I have to dig them up and dash them away and done with farming.
Let us stand up for what is right. Let us look and see what is going to happen. And we appeal to the government about the PNP and the Jamaica Labour Party. Look out, you say you care for the people, but it doesn't seem that way. You need to look out for the people. Give back the lands to the people. Away with mining.
Mining has already significantly affected other similar communities. Mining destroys the environment, threatens water supplies and people's ability to earn and send their children to school and put food on the table. Mining should not come at any cost.
The video was produced by the Jamaica Environmental Trust. I agree with their conclusion that mining should not come at any cost, but they are hypocritical. 1. They are aware that the mining companies do not pay for the millions of tons of bauxite that are mined every year. And 2, their study reported that the minimum cost of mining was a staggering 18 billion US per annum. So it is blindingly obvious that mining cannot be justified, but they are dumb about these critical points. It is corruption, but the government stooped even lower when a group of citizens legally challenged the permit. The judge agreed that there were human rights issues and granted an injunction to prevent mining prior to the hearing, which was scheduled for November 2023. The Inter-American Commission on Human Rights was also contacted, and they concurred with the judge and advised the government to take the necessary steps to protect the rights of the people. However, the government did the opposite and appealed against the injunction. According to them, the country would suffer insurmountable economic loss if this area wasn't mined, and submitted their defense to try and support this crap. In June, they won the appeal, and Industry Pen is now being destroyed. The overturning of the injunction further highlights the depth of corruption in Jamaica. If the defendants lose the case and mining is not allowed, the destruction cannot be undone. It is irreparable. So why would the judiciary take such a monumental risk when the consequences are so dire for the country? They did so because Jamaica is a banana republic. The appeal was heard during the financial year from April 1, 2022 to March 31, 2023. During this period, the defense submitted that NORANDA would pay 35 million US to the Treasury, which included a 24.5 million levy payment. This was the first red flag. We're continuously told that bauxite contributes billions of USD to help running the country, so 35 million is derisory and should have raised eyebrows. 35 million is only 0.2% of GDP, and in my opinion, it cannot even compensate us for the eyesores created by mining. It works out to $12 per man, woman and child, but the judiciary considered this to be an insurmountable loss. It is an insult. It is indicative that making profits for foreigners is much more important than the well-being of the country. In their submissions, NORANDA stated that they did not plan to mine in the contested area until 2023, so its contribution to the 24.5 million would have been minimal to nil. In 2021, the minister told Parliament that only Windalco was required to pay the levy, so why did NORANDA, a company that hasn't paid a cent since at least 2017, suddenly promise a payment of 24.5 million? The government had to create a figure because they could not claim NORANDA was critical to the economy if it was not contributing a dollar to the Treasury. To legitimize the fraud, the Ministry of Finance included a promised payment in the 2022-23 budget. The 4.9 billion Jamaican dollar is comprised of 1.2 billion from Windalco and 3.7 billion from NORANDA. 3.7 billion Jamaican is around 24.5 million US. The fabrication of the levy payment was confirmed in the supplementary estimates. Budgets changed during the year, and the amendments are recorded in the supplementary estimates. In the first estimate, tabled in November, the 4.9 billion projected levy had been reduced, and in the third estimate, tabled in January 2023, the promised 3.7 billion from NORANDA had disappeared without explanation. This was expected because the minister said that only Windalco was projected to pay the levy. However, in January, NORANDA and the government submitted an appeal, still maintaining that 24.5 million would be paid, and defended this position in the March hearing, and then they won. It is corruption. I cannot confirm if any of the 35 million was paid because the Jamaica Bauxite Institute refuses to supply the information. These videos have presented enough evidence to demand an investigation of the industry. Bauxite mining cannot be economically justified. It is also killing our people. We must organise for a national day of protest to demand a halt to both mining and the fake constitutional reform crap. A real constitution would be written by the people, for the people, and would protect all our resources. It would also eliminate corruption while taking appropriate action against the guilty. We must unite to get the changes that we need.